All right, so we are here with Ben from Brewing. How you doing, buddy?
Doing fantastic, man. Sunny day.
Dude,
beautiful out.
This is nice here, man.
Yeah.
This is, the wind is going, like, this wind's nice. The temperature's fucking amazing. Last year was fucking blazing.
Last night?
Well, no, last night was great.
Last year.
No, last year was fucking...
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
love that we're actually here now. Little closer for some people. I mean, you guys are still coming up from...
It's
south,
all
right?
far from us.
Yeah, right.
So
I mean,
whatever, dude. I drive here, I drive there.
Yeah,
We have no preference.
yeah, it's always funny when we talk to people like from Flagstaff or like Tucson. You're like, oh, it's the far venue for you guys. You're like, oh, yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah, I love people from the valley. Like, oh, I had to drive from Gilbert. I had to drive from Paradise Valley. It's like people from Flagstaff and Tucson are like, fuck you. Like,
It might
Pick
be
rocks.
just as far to Paradise Valley.
that's true. But people are like, well, I mean, Bell Bank, and it's like,
Yeah.
I understand it's a long drive. It's a long drive if you're local to drink, but it's like people make the effort to come up from Tucson and Flagstaff. I mean,
Right.
you have Smelter Town, which is, I mean, there's like 6 people that live there.
Yeah.
They probably had to turn off the lights before they all came up here.
These are all facts. I mean, for
Yeah.
us, it ain't bad. We got the 10 to the 202 to the 101.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even hit any back streets. It's
Right.
great.
And they're widening the 10 right now too, right? Up
Yeah,
from you
well,
guys?
it's all widened until you get to, that 587?
Yeah, right. And then, yeah. See how that goes. We'll see.
It's great.
Hopefully keep doing it. All right, so here, sir, we got some really deep questions for you.
Oh, man. All right. I'll get my emotional.
Are you familiar with ChatGPT?
What?
ChatGPT?
No.
Okay, so ChatGPT is an AI. So you can ask it questions.
Oh,
and
yeah, like auto-fills,
Yeah, yeah.
essays for you?
It could, yes.
I heard about
so
this,
what we
yeah.
did is we actually asked it to give us questions to ask people at beer festivals.
Oh, all right.
So this is a question that it spit back at me.
Let's see
All right.
what the computers came up with. Computer, answer this.
Can you talk about the beers you're showcasing at this festival and what makes them unique?
Well, they're all one-offs, so
Okay.
that makes them unique. They're also some of our favorites. So I'm drinking Single Entendre. It's our West Coast IPA. It's about our 5th West Coast IPA since we opened, and we're really, really happy now with where the base of this recipe is.
Okay.
And now we can just continue to play with hops and just have some fun. We brought our Fooder Sour up, which is awesome to kind of showcase anything that comes out of the Fooder, because that takes time, and when you have that time investment, you add 2 pounds of guava per gallon of beer. Fantastic. Tamarindo Sour is one of...
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
he got it, I got it. I mean, it's, every time I
Yeah.
see it on the fucking board, I'm like, yes, that's what I'm getting, dude.
That's what we're like. The Sonoran Sour beer, that's the one that people look for.
Love it.
Brought that, and then brought a bourbon barrel aged, because, it's strong beer, so we have to have something over 10. We brought a 12, so it's great.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There was thought put into it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. There's a ton of questions they asked. All right, so how do you balance consistency and quality with experimenting and creating new beers?
We just roll dice.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Listen, all right, the RNG got to be super happy with that answer, dude. That'd be so amazing.
Just roll it out. What do we got next? Let's see. We try to stick with the things that we like. We try to stick with the things that we feel we're good at. And then we also just listen to the people that come to drink beers for us. Honestly, don't tell anybody, but I didn't even like sours whenever we opened this brewery. And then we made one sour, and people were like, "What are you making more?" And so we made another one, and then we made another one, and now somehow we've became this sour entity of Tucson, and we're like, "All right, cool, we'll keep making them." Now I have a great appreciation for them, but it's just like you listen to what people want too.
It's a fortunate accident.
It's fortunate accident.
That's sure.
We'll keep those coming.
Love them. So how has your brewery evolved since its inception?
Man, in every way possible.
These are some deep questions for an AI bot, right? That's what I'm saying.
They're good, man.
It's crazy.
I can give one lines back, and they will say it all. But everything possible, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we've expanded as far as the brew house goes. Constant learning, always looking to be better. If you're not looking to be better, then what's going on with your brewery?
Yeah.
And so we are just trying to always get to that next level. What's wrong with this beer? Let's break it down. Where are we missing our marks? What do we need to do to get better? I'm sure you had our beer when we first opened.
I did.
And you've had our beer now. And I hope it's a hell of a lot better. Because I know it is.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I love it.
So that's one. And then we're in Tucson. We're from Tucson. We live in the area that we brew beer in. So community is always a thing that we're looking to do. Looking at how do we integrate more.
So this isn't a Chat GPT question. This is this is Ed GPT. So how do you kind of balance? Because Tucson's kind of developing an identity for beer and food, and it's becoming kind of like a
city of gastronomy.
Right. A lot of
Big word. Holy shit.
how do you
university.
guys feel like you've influenced that, or how do you maintain like your Tucson roots and still kind of expand into this kind of weird, like new wave kind of food entity?
Yeah, honestly, it's super fun to be part of because you can either ride the wave or you can sink, and it's just fun riding that wave. What else can we do to be unique? What else can we do to have fun and push the parameters of what we're doing, as well as like just doing old style, consistent beers that are going to hit the marks. So, yeah, it's a fun balance. But the food scene in Tucson just blowing up, and I love that. I love that the city's getting recognized for the things that it ought to be. Yeah, it's fun stuff.
Oh, scroll down.
Computer,
Yeah,
can you get the next question, please? Computer.
The social initiative.
Oh. All right, this is a weird question.
Oh,
Can you talk about social initiatives that your brewery is involved in?
Wow, social initiatives.
Or charitable.
Yeah, I mean, we're constantly looking to be part of things that are hyper local. We all think about these like fundraisers that we do as businesses and whatnot, and it's helping this like big umbrella of industry that is already like helping in so many ways. So we try to bring that way down. So we have a good friend that is part of the industry, also part of the music scene in Tucson, as well as just being a solid entity. And they ended up having surgery. They were out for like 4 months of work. So we just had a huge event for that person. This is a person in our community that we're directly having part of directly affecting. And that's heartwarming. You're seeing the person, you're knowing where the funds are going, you know it's helping it's a single mom with a kid, just out there doing the best that she can. So that was really cool. We're doing some stuff with another local, it's called the Empower Coalition we just did a collab with, and they're doing some veteran, tonight it is, we always miss it because strong beer, but it's a beefsteak and it raises money for veterans in Tucson. So another thing where it's like really hitting home, and that's where we try to keep our like charitable funds going, try to be part of the community that's right here. Give us 20 miles around us and let's call this home and let's make it home.
So you do things like beer festivals in the valley to kind of bring people to recognize like, hey, there's stuff in Tucson, come see us. Like what do you think you get from beer festivals like this?
One, just being part of the guild's the biggest thing. They do so much for so many people in the craft beer scene, really behind the scenes that maybe you don't hear about, as far as medical conditions and help financially. They do things with support, as well as like helping us out with like laws and various things that are going on that maybe we don't have the time to look at. So I'm super appreciative of that. But on the other side, like just getting like how many people have came to our booth that's never heard of us before, and we've been around for 6 years. I love that. That's potential. And potential is amazing.
Right.
Yeah. So if we could just continue to build, get people down in Tucson. I know there's this like stigma about Phoenix, and sometimes I really appreciate how Phoenix views Tucson, but we actually embrace it and we call Keep Tucson Shitty. And there's actually like shirts and hats that say this, and it's great. But if you wanted like a fantastic time, come stay downtown somewhere. You can hit up breweries, you can hit up local craft beer bars, you can hit up some great food, and you can never need a car. Just walk it all or hop on the light rail, and it's right there. It'd be a great weekend vacation.
Right. Tucson does have a walking area as opposed to what people think in Arizona when it's 120. Tucson's a little cooler.
Yeah.
But you can still walk around downtown and
it's amazing.
And visit a lot of places.
Yeah.
That's all I got, man. We got everything else. I mean, Ben, thanks for talking with us, man. I
dude, I appreciate all you guys do, man.
Every time we see you guys at beer festivals, we're like, we have to hit you up. Got to drink your beer. Love talking to you, dude.
Appreciate it. Really appreciate what you guys do for craft beer.
One of these days, we'll get down and talk to you. We're just, it's this guy. I blame him. I know. It's basically me. That's cool.
All he has to do is bring the mics.
Yeah, exactly. So, thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Appreciate you. Cheers.
Thanks.